Hey, my name is Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. You ever just look forward to a trip?
Right? Oh,
So that's what I'm getting here today. Anyone that's watched the channel knows that I am a huge 13th Colony Distillery fan. I know they've got this thing going on out there, and there's some articles out there that I wasn't happy with. There's some people out there I truly respect. And I think that they were asking some questions, and maybe they just weren't answered to the way that they are. And I understand, and I respect that part because at least there was some interaction with the company. Regardless, I'm a huge fan of their product. So this one right here, I've got now three different versions of their bourbon cask strength. So there was a couple that locally dropped. There was a friend and member of this channel that was part of a pick, and this one's coming in at 130.6. This is the highest proof of the cast strengths that I have, and I was looking forward to getting in and giving a review on this. I bet you there's going to be a blind in the future between the three of them just to see which one I like the best. But I opened this up for a short the other day, and as you see, I've given a couple samples out already. Um, but I wanted to get in on this. There is something about the way that the climate in this area, the temperature range that we have, really does a lot of work on the bourbon, and it ages it extremely, extremely fast. The nose on this, you get some of the nice corn right away. You're kind of getting a deeper, darker brown sugar right away on this. You're getting some of the nice oaks, you're getting some of the vanillas, but I'm also getting some different stone fruits in there and almost a little bit of a pecan praline nuttiness type of sweet nuttiness type of thing going on. Man, I don't know what it is, like I said, about this climate that just does so much for the bourbon. I think this one's only a 5 year, if I remember right. So I don't think it shows on here. It just shows that this was from barrel 13. I don't think I have an age statement on this one, but it's 130.6, bottle number 31, barrel 13. So let's get into this. See what we got. The nose is beautiful. Wow, looking at the glass on this, the Glen on this, great viscosity. As you roll it around, you can kind of just see the oils just kind of moving sideways along with you, but not super fast on that at all. And it just kind of sets there, so you know that it's got a lot of oils in it. Like I said, get a bit of that corn in there too, which is nice. Let's give it a taste. At 130.6 proof, you do feel some of the proof on it. And I know I'm a high proof type of person. 115, 125 range is generally where I love to be. And I like higher proof stuff if it's just not a flamethrower when it hits me. This is not a flamethrower when it hits me. I get good mouthfeel on it. You get a nice Kentucky hug off of it, but you get a nice bit of flavors that kind of transition. So up front, I'm getting some of the vanillas, getting some of the corn. On the nose, I talked about there's kind of a pecan praline type of thing going on. I'm getting that on the palate, which I really like. And for me, this is just nice transition on the back. So you get the sweet up front, And you're getting a little bit of spice on the tongue, and I'm sure some of that's the proof on there too. But you get some spice on the tongue. You get a little bit of a black pepper, um, almost like a little bit of a baking spice type of thing. Tiny bit of cinnamon on it. And then it transitions. You get some of that dryness from the oak that comes through there, but it's not bitter. It's nice and sweet. I'm getting a little bit of a butteriness on the back of the palate. Almost getting some, well, not almost, but I'm getting this little bit of a tobacco note to it too. So I got a lot of things going on here. I got the pecan praline going on a little bit. Got some of the brown sugars. Got some of the vanillas. Some of the oats. Some tobacco. Some corn. A little bit of a peppery and a little bit of a spice going on there. And like I said, you get the initial wave with good mouth, well, very good mouthfeel, and then you kind of get the dryness that comes along with some of the oak. And I'm getting a kind of a on the nose now. I'm kind of getting a date or deep raisin type of a note. So that the note that I'm getting on the nose from kind of the dark fruits is not as prevalent on the palate, but it's still there. So in that transition between sweet and then going to some of the tobacco and some of the barrel, a little bit of barrel char there too, and some of the oak, you get that little kind of a faint hint in between as it's transitioning of kind of something that I'm getting more of. It's more of like a real sweet raisin, not quite a date, but a real sweet raisin on the back. Have you ever had those raisins where you get them and they're just nice and juicy and it's dark and it's thick? It's kind of what I'm getting on here, but it's just kind of just a faint hint on it. And the one thing that's impressing me this the most, at 130 proof, this thing is smooth. And most times, like I said, if I get something and I'll not point them out because I've actually found a real good bottle of 1792 full proof lately. But a lot of times when you get something that's that high in proof, it can be a flamethrower and it kind of takes away from the experience. Where this is very, very smooth, it coats the mouth well. You get the transition of flavors very nice, but it's not just destroying me as I drink it. It's like, hey, we're here, got a nice about medium to medium long finish on it because I do get some of the other notes following back through after a bit of time. So excellent pour. So I off the cuff, I'm gonna say this is probably the favorite of my cask strengths that I have. I've got three of them now from 13th Colony from different areas. So I'm gonna have to do a blind on this now. So undoubtedly, it's gonna go to a blind. But I think that there's just something about the mouthfeel, the smoothness that you have on this, the transition, different flavors. So I'm getting, a lot of different notes here that I don't remember getting on some of my other cask strengths. And that's not to say they're bad. I've loved them all. I just think that there's something special about this bottle. I'm going to have to reach out to my buddy and say, do you have any more of these? Because I've got a friend, and that friend may be myself or it may be somebody else that might need another one of these. That's how much I'm enjoying this. Yeah, a lot of things going on this bottle. So I know that I've got some of this going to another content creator, but I'm thinking I might do something for the 2,000 subscriber video where I have maybe a sample pack and this one might be included in it because that's how much I'm really liking this. A lot of times too, there's certain bottles that you'll compare to maybe a stag or something like this. There's something about this that kind of reminds me, not identically, but reminds me a little bit of some old Carter stuff on there. High proof, very good flavors, nice transitions, great on the palate. Great mouthfeel, and it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. But I'm going to get this out of somebody, and I want to get their thoughts on it as well. Plus, like I said, it'll probably be part of the 2000 giveaway. Well, it will be. I need to put a sample pack together for that. So another thing added to 2,000 members giveaway. So looking forward to that. Most importantly, it's Wednesday. We're at hump day. I tell people all the time after lunch, if you're a Monday through Friday type of person, after lunch, it's the downhill slide into the weekend. We've made it. Looking forward to that. If you're working today, I hope your work day goes by fast and you're successful. If you have some off time today, which you will at the end of work, but if you're off today, I hope your off time goes by slow and you have that opportunity to enjoy family and friends or some time for yourself. But most importantly, all, cheers and God bless. I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you.